Hey, Peggy. Hey, Janice. Aw. Well, say hello to everybody. Hey, Ellen. By the way, Ellen, I don't think I ever told you this. I love everything you repost. You repost a lot of things and it always shows up Ellen as the reposter. And I just want you to know, I always love what you repost. So thanks for reposting good shit. I'm getting ready to answer questions that you have. Looks sunny there. It is sunny. Southern California, it's sunny, baby. So, yeah. I do love it. Hello, dearish. I'm not doing psychic readings right now, which would be the answer to can we ask personal love life questions. I'll be doing readings later tonight, though, at 7 o'clock. So if you come back around that time, I will be here. Hey, Erica. Hello, Dawn. So yeah, I'm here to answer questions. This is an extension of Oakbridge Institute, which is our online school. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. It's going better. It was a little bit crazy there for a little bit, but it's getting better. So that's good. Hello, Glory. Oh God. Oh. Hello, Jane. Yeah, how are you, Erica? So yeah, if you have questions about your mediumship, development, anything like that. Let's see. What's the state of the end of the year and moving forward into 2025? I don't do a whole lot of broad prediction work, really. I've never really sat to kind of explore that, but maybe worth trying and seeing how well a prediction goes at the beginning of the year and then seeing how it goes for the rest of the year. That'd be really interesting to see. Erica, just saying hello. I'm good. And Michael is the best teacher. Thank you, Erica. You're so sweet. You're very, very sweet, Erica. You're a very easy person to be teach because you're such a good student. So that's amazing. Hello, Michael. Is there anything that I need to do to prepare for Foundations 1 course? I'm halfway through your book already. Thanks, Alexis. No, that's actually great. The fact that you're reading through my book will put you ahead of schedule. So yeah, you'll come in kind of familiar with the concepts that we're going to talk about and the process what we're going to go through. Hi, Lori. Have a great day too. Thanks for saying hello. And yeah, I'd love to see you later tonight. That'd be awesome. If anyone wants to watch me drink a green juice, now's the time. Thanks for liking and sharing the live. I appreciate it. Is mediumship something you've always been able to do, or was it something that you taught yourself? It's something that I think I maybe had a propensity for, but I didn't know that until someone said, "You're a medium, you need to start developing, and one day you'll be doing what I'm doing." Then I went into my first class and I could do it and do it really well. And then I went to again back to the next class and got nothing. And the next class I got nothing, and the next class I got nothing. And that started my 18 and a half year journey, almost 19 years. In February, it'll be 19 years. So only a couple of months away. Um, so yeah. Yeah, Darish, I would say mediumship definitely was a part of my contract. The fact that a spirit person had the chance to come forward and say, you're a medium, you need to start developing, and one day you'll be doing what I'm doing. And then that was correct. I think that is pretty indicative of I was meant to do this. And every time I tried to move away from it, it always came back. And yeah. Was there any situations as a child or a young adult where you just naturally happened? No. Zero. I never had any kind of metaphysical sort of experience, nothing with spirits. No one ever showed up to me being like, "You're a medium," like, or "Here's a ghost." Like, I've never experienced anything like that until after that point. So yeah, that's why I'm always like, you don't have to be born a medium. This is something that you can develop. Because I developed it. Do I think I was meant to do that? Yes, definitely. Is it scary? Not even a little bit. In fact, it is the opposite of scary. It's profound. It's peace bringing. It's loving. It is caring. It is, yeah, peace bringing. So yeah, no, it's never scary. I've never, not a one time, ever been scared of the spirit world in 19 years. I can say, I'll say 18, almost 19 years. Because in 2 months, in 18 years in 10 months, it's never been anything but positive. Yes, that was exactly what that was. It was a message of my spirit teams guiding me. Absolutely feel like that. I feel like I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Kelly, why do you feel that way? How often do you sit in the power, or how long at a time? How often? I'm pretty bad about it. I'm really terrible about it. But I started doing home circles. So at least once a week, I will sit in a home circle, which I think has really been very profoundly helpful. So all three of us will sit together in the stillness, and that's made a big difference. So that's helpful. What I recommend is sitting in the power regularly. So at least 4 times, especially when you're developing mediumship, at least 4 times a week for 30 minutes. That's the minimum in my mind. Hello, Ketty from Freezing, Ohio. That's a cool name, Ketty. I'm more concerned with aliens than spirit. Okay. Why are you concerned? Yeah, Jerish, I would. Just send me a DM. Hey, Jackie, nice to see you. My job doesn't fill me. My passion is singing. Can you sing, Kelly? Are you a good singer? Hey, you're cute. What's your ethnicity? My ethnicity is, what is it? Cuban, Spanish, El Salvador, and large portions of Portuguese. So Spanish, Portuguese sort of vibes. When did you come on? I kept checking for you. I came on super late. I came on at 2:50. Thanks for the likes and the sharing of the live. I appreciate that. And there's a 30-minute meditation for sitting in the power at mediummichaelmayo.com. That is correct, the wolf codes. What's the difference between sitting the power and meditating? Sitting the power is a type of meditation. So meditation is the broad umbrella, and then sitting power is a very specific type of meditation. Because meditation can be, Zen meditation. It can be transcendental. It can be present moment. It can be creative visualization. It can be all kinds of different things. So it depends on what your goals are. And then sitting in the power is specifically expanding your energy, opening your awareness, and then saying, Spirit, this is your time. I'm here for you, and do whatever you need to do right now. And I'm going to move into a still, quiet place. That's what sitting in the power is. I really think it's people's reactions to aliens that concern me. What concerns you, Ellen? Like, what are you concerned about? Wow, I thought you were Indian. Yeah, I know. I get that a lot. People often think I'm Indian, Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, Hispanic. What else do people think I am? I said pretty much all the ones, I think. Yeah. I am what's called ethnically ambiguous. Thanks, Darish. Hi, Glory. I want to learn more. I already know I have a gift. Okay, great. Where do you teach? I'm in Irvine, California. That's funny. I'm in Mission Viejo, California. But I teach everything online. So, yeah. Gloria, you can find everything you want to know about at my online school is oakbridgeinstitute.org. oakbridgeinstitute.org. Or you can just visit my website, mediummichaelmayo.com. I also have a book called Spirit Speaks. You can get that on Amazon. Let's see. What did you wind up being for Halloween? What was I for Halloween? I was, it was two. I had two different outfits. One was a cop, a very sexy little cop. And then the other one was a very sexy Sebastian. And my friend was King Triton. And it was cute. We were so cute. It was really, really cute. With the red sparkly jacket, you got it. And your spiritual path is what? I'm a pagan. Yeah, that's a good question. I am a medium. I think if I were to pick something that I resonate with that is a religion, I'd probably say spiritualist, like spiritualism, but I don't really consider myself a spiritualist because isms aren't really my thing, but yeah. Yeah, everyone always thought my son was Indian. He has Spanish and Portuguese plus my part. Yeah, plus your white part. Yeah, that's what people always think I'm Indian. Which, like, hey, I'll take it. I'll be Indian. So, what are you doing here so early? I'm actually late today. I'm here every Monday at 2 o'clock normally Pacific to do my Q&A. And then later I come back on around 7 o'clock Pacific, 6:30, 7 o'clock, depending on the day, to do readings. So this is just my Q&A time period. So yeah, you just haven't seen me on here yet, Sherry. I have sent so many people to get your book, and we all do kind of book group best buy ever. Oh my gosh, Heather, that's so sweet. A Black Queen. Well, are you open to joining a coven or becoming a witch? No, I'm not really looking for that, but I love that you have that. That's amazing. Oh wow, I always text you when you're very late. Yep. Normally I'm very catch me when I'm late. Yep. Hi, Rachel. So yeah, any questions about your mediumship, that sort of thing, spirituality? I'll contact you, Michael. Please do, Glory. Thanks. I appreciate that, Black Queen. Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Okay, Michael, maybe you should stop drinking this drink because you have to work out in an hour or so. Oh my goodness. If anyone's wondering, I do have a cat in my lap. I would love a reading with one of your students. Hey, well, guess what? It's Cyber Monday today, and they are like $25, I think, versus $35. So if you book today at oakbridgeinstitute.org with one of our student mediums, it's even cheaper than normal. So definitely go to oakbridgeinstitute.org and look up there's a button that says book a reading, and it will be with our advancing students. And I think they're $25 right now. So book a couple of them. Who knows? Whatever. Sherry BRB. Yeah, go do it. Hi, Izzy. Hello, Kim. Good evening. I hope you all have a beautiful evening. Thanks, Talks to Ghosts. Yeah, what's up, Izzy? I'm not doing like psychic or mediumship questions right now, but I am doing questions in the sense of your development, spirituality, that sort of thing, but not like personal psychic questions or anything like that. How do we know which student to choose? Honestly, they're all good. I'd say just let yourself be pulled to who you feel drawn to, and also who's available on a day that you can do it. But like all of our students are doing well. But yeah, it's what's it called? It's Cyber Monday, so yeah, they're discounted. Our Can't Pick One Fave says, I know a lot of them. You can't go wrong. Yeah, I really don't think so. I mean, like all mediums, we're gonna have our better. Some days are gonna be better than others, but like in general, like they almost always get 5 stars. So, Kim, I have a question. Since you do mediumship, do you believe in reincarnation? Yes, I do. I believe that reincarnation is kind of a misnomer, that our lives are happening in a sequential order. I think they're only in order when we kind of are here, because now we have a past, we have a future. But in the spirit world, we don't. They're kind of all happening at the same time. I think a better way to think of it is concurrent lives. I get this idea partly from my own experiences, but also from Anita Moore Johnny's near-death experience, when she could see all of her lives happening like on a quilt, like as if like a quilt has different squares on it. She could see all her lives happening all at the same time, and I think it's a good way to think about that. That's just where you're focused right now. So yeah, I think reincarnation is a thing. How often do you suggest developing mediums get spiritual assessments? How often? I'll just tell you what I do. I've had one like once a year with my mediumship teacher. I haven't had it in a few years, but generally I've had it like once a year in the past. Will psychism classes at Oakbridge be available in the coming year? We're gonna try to find a spot. The problem is we don't have a whole lot of space in our schedules. And that's where we've been running into trouble. But we will try to find it. We probably won't be able to do it on a weekend, which is what we like to do. It'll probably have to be a weekday evening. But yeah. So it's just that we haven't really had time in our schedule. That's really the biggest difficulty with getting our psychism course up. Can I get a gift certificate for my mom and then she can choose, or do I need to choose it? You can maybe send her the list of the names and then she can pick, and then you can book it for her, because it'll book directly to that person's account and everything. So yeah, I think if you just maybe send her the names and ask her what she feels drawn to. I had one like a year ago, but that was before I was in development. Yeah. Did any of that come up of your mediumship development? So again, we're here doing a Q&A, so asking any questions you have about mediumship, spirituality. What up, Dana? Everybody, Dana Willie's in the house. There's a Willie present, and I think that's important to know. Hi, Trisha. There's a Willie in the house. There's a Willie in the house. Lolita, how do I start to develop mediumship? So there's a couple different ways. Number one, you can, my book is a good place to start if you're looking just for information, which is Spirit Speaks. You can get that on Amazon. Alternatively, the place that I would recommend pretty much everybody start is through our Oakbridge Institute Foundations 1 class. That's starting in January the 11th, I want to say, at 10 a.m. Pacific. And it's 7 weeks. And I would recommend you start there. That's probably the most comprehensive starting place to go. That would be my number one recommendation. Hello, Andrea. I didn't hear what you said. You were talking to me. My husband started talking extra loud. I said, did they mention in your previous spiritual assessment? I said number one, that maybe once a year is what I would recommend. But number two, did they talk about your mediumistic development in the other one? So my book is called Spirit Speaks. I would like to take that course in January. Glory, that is the way to go. That is honestly what I would recommend. Do you do individual foundation classes that aren't in a bundle? I can't afford the bundle. Yeah, you can just pay for the individuals for sure. That is an option when you look at it. You can pay monthly too. So hello, Mookie Mooch 333. Hello. Thanks, Dana. Dana, every time I see you, I'm thinking Matt is not far behind you. Yeah, I often think Matt's not far behind me too. I always have to look over my shoulder because I always think he's right there. Just, oh, there's Matt. Not, I don't call it creepy. I think it's kind of nice, having a big tall man just standing behind you, Anyway, tell me one thing to work on and be harsh. Tell you something like personally about your mediumship. I think I need to watch it and get it because I feel like overall, Janelle, your mediumship is pretty solid. I think just maybe a little bit more surrender. I mean, I think it's the only way to like deepen the specificity, but you get really good information lately. I mean, like you're doing really well. Can I sign up for that course or will there be a date when I can? Actually, yeah, I think you can sign up for it right now. It should be open actually. Yeah, Elle. And then also, if you have financial struggles, Elle, you can always email Oakbridge Institute, support@oakbridgeinstitute.org, basically the website where you register, and tell them you want to do a partial scholarship, and we will actually work with you with that. So just know that that's always an option too. Chelsea, oh, it was you, and you were on point. Oh, thank you. It's nice to know that I can still do readings and spiritual assessments and be on point. Oh, my body. Oh, my little body. Okay. What is it called again? It's called Foundations 1. It's under the courses tab at oakbridgeinstitute.org. Hi, Lily. Oh, Michael, don't get me started. Oh, I love me some Matt. Who doesn't love me some Matt? I love me some Matt too. You looks stunning. Are you talking about me? That's so wild. I don't feel like I look stunning right now at all. I don't feel like I look stunning at all right now. Thank you though. That's very sweet, Sage. I'd rather be spanked, but I'll take it. Don't worry. It's listen, you can still get spanked and I'll still be nice. You know what I'm saying? Um it just won't be verbal. Let's see, Rachel. Yep, that's very nice of you. You are a very good looking man. That is very sweet. Buffy says that too. Guys, what's with the compliments? What is this compliment hour for Michael Maya? That's so kind. Darren says it's the hair, as always. Yeah. Well, the hair is here for now. The hair is on its way out, as you can tell. Here and here. Look at that. That one side's really bad too. That's getting a matured hairline. So, hello, turkey. Here I come eventually. Is it possible to connect with someone in spirit that you've never met physically? If they have some sort of connection to you, yes. But if it's like some random celebrity, it's unlikely. You have to have some sort of energetic connection to them. Or maybe you're connecting to the place where they were connected to, or something like that. What level of class would you recommend if you completed a 6-week mentorship? It depends on who it was with and what you covered. What we offer is what's called an assessment for placement, like a placement assessment. So what we do is we have you come do a reading and ask you a bunch of questions to see where you fall in the foundation series of what we would recommend. But it would depend on your understanding and also your ability. And if there's some potholes that we need to fill in, then we'll probably start you at Foundations 1. Otherwise, we might move you to Foundations 2. Hello, Amelia. I hope you're well too. I am well. Facts. So handsome. Thanks, Jana. You're so nice. Michael Mayo, After Dark. Well, it's not dark yet. It's much more wild when it's actually dark. What is an indicator that mediumship is for you? Well, an interest, a desire, an openness to it, a fascination. Any of those things I think are plenty for deciding that you want to explore that. What if you know people they knew and have relationships with them? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, they might come through potentially. Hello, Medium Kelly, Kristen. Thanks for sharing the live and the likes. Wow, 6,000. Look at that. So, yep, I'm here to answer the questions you might have. Do you ever get feelings? Do you ever get feelings from people in your chat? Not unless I'm reading them. Not unless I'm in the zone to read people. So if I'm reading people, then yes. And so I do readings on Monday nights around 7:30. Sorry, 6:30 or 7 is when I start normally on Mondays. So that's when I actually do readings for people in the chat. Have anyone ever take their part 2 of expansions and advancing at the same time? No. Because we wouldn't let them do advancing without doing we wouldn't let them do advancing if they haven't taken part 2 of expansion. Hey, Missy J. So I'm actually not doing readings right now. I'll be doing readings later this evening around 7. Do developing mediums tend to pick up more on psychism than mediumship by accident during a reading? No. Nope. A developing medium should pick up on mediumship. No, don't apologize. You're good. No worries. Missy J. Or pick up on impression of them within your reading? No, because we don't teach our mediumship students to go through the energy of the sitter at all. We only go through the energy of the communicator. So we're not having them like read the person at all. You're only reading the communicator. So yeah, no, they wouldn't pick up on the energy of the sitter by accident. And if our students are reading the public, they're already well trained to know the difference between what's coming from them and what's coming from the spirit. Other questions? Thanks for liking the lives, folks. That's very kind. I wish it was more entertaining. I guess I'll be entertaining later. I'll be entertaining this evening. Today I am just answering questions. Oh my god, I'm finally catching you during a migraine, says Angie. Lucky I'm cute. I mean, you're really nice, Janelle, to say that. Are you able to tell what causes migraines? I don't do like diagnoses sort of things. No, I just work on getting rid of the migraine for you. Ruby, you're entertaining just being you. That's so sweet, Ruby. Thanks for validating my normal self. 7 p.m. Pacific. Lately, I've been missing the relationship in my readings. Any idea what might be happening? I don't think the relationship is that important if you're getting all the other stuff right. So no one piece of information is vital. It's all about, is the rest of it there, right? So it's about multiple pieces of information coming together to validate. So what could be happening is that you are concerned about not getting the relationship, and that can make you feel that way. Hi, Aaron. I don't have a question, but I wanted to say hello. Mwah. Love you, Aaron. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, why am I reading it all small? So yeah, if you have concern around getting the relationship, that might block you from getting the relationship. Alternatively, you don't have to know something unless you know it. So unless it's coming to you, you don't have to give the type of relationship that it is. However, you can become aware of what the relationship feels like. So I might be talking to someone's aunt, but let's say that aunt raised this person as their mother. I might feel like this feels like a very mothering, nurturing, supportive, relationship, and very, very close. I might say that and not say aunt, and that would be the correct thing to say. But the feeling of the relationship was right. So does that make sense? So it kind of come off of needing to like give the precise name, but describe what the relationship feels like, and that's probably going to be more accurate. Do you have a place where you can address specific questions that don't fit in the comments here? You could always email me. I don't know what wouldn't fit in the comments here. At least I can't think of one. So how do you deal with random past ones if you don't know their loved one when you're about to fall asleep? I feel bad just saying I don't know your family to pass the message on. You kind of have to. I mean, if you don't have anything to do with it, there's no way to validate what you're experiencing is genuine. So you kind of have to just let it go. They'll be okay. They're already dead, so it's not like anything bad's going to happen to them. Let's see. I have suspicion because of the spot on the timeline from when they became almost daily. Interesting. Angie, did you want me to work on that for you or see if I can try to help you with that? Why do you think there's a difference in mediumship in other countries, USA, other countries versus USA development? It's just the influence, I would say. It's what kind of stuck here versus what sticks over there. I think the UK mediums in some ways have far superior development, and then in other ways really not great, because they try to put you in a box and they try to make you think you have to read a certain way, and it becomes overly schooled. And I think that that's where you start to lose the naturalness. And you've seen mediums that are come out of, you know, the SNU and things like that just sound like cookie cutter, could be anyone. And that's, I think, taking away from the naturalness of mediumship. The United States, the problem is it's not as rigorous of development, probably because the mediumship in the United States sort of went down the path of self-help and pseudo spiritual psychology. And I think that's where the United States mediumship went wrong. And it went more into entertainment value rather than like sacred spiritual connection. So yeah, I like to think that the real good spot is somewhere in between the two. But also other countries and other traditions and cultures have different beliefs around how mediumship works and why it works. So that's going to vary depending on what those beliefs are. Can you connect with babies? Babies come through. Babies definitely come through. They're usually not by themselves. They usually are with another loved one, but they do come through for sure. Okay. Yeah, Angie, if you want me to work on you can just send me an email at Medium Michael Mayo, and we can figure out a time to do a healing. Hi, Lily. No, I'm not reading anyone in this live. I'm reading in later on tonight. So in like 3 to 4 hours, I'll be on live again, and that's when I'll be doing readings. That's why I love Eileen. Yeah, I know. That's definitely one of the benefits of her. One of the many. What's something someone can do who wants to develop that they can work on? Sit in the power. That is the number one thing that you can do to develop your mediumship, for sure. So yeah. Also join a development circle. That could also be really good. Can you answer real-time questions from sitter to spirit during a reading? Definitely. Yeah. That happens a lot. What do you say Oakbridge works/teaches in the middle? Definitely. I would say, I mean, it's literally an outpouring of myself and Megan, Elisa. So it's me taking both of my experiences and putting it into all of the curriculum, all the way that we work. So yeah. Wait, Dana, are you guys starting a beginning mediumship thing? I could have sworn I saw you post something about that. Perfect, because I agree with your explanation between the two. Thanks, Heather. Yeah. Is the theory of human design legit? You know, it's a good question. I don't know. I would say yes, in that I think for me anyway, it's been pretty freaking accurate, and for some people I know. So like I kind of like human design personally. Let's see. Nope, just circles. Okay, because otherwise I was gonna say like that's another option. It's not just our foundations one in January, but also whatever you guys were doing at mattanddana.com. What is your background with training/mentorship? Yeah, so I started my development when I was 18. Oh, no, I was 19. I just turned 19. And then I continued that development with my first teacher for probably 5 years. And then I went on and worked with Gordon Smith, who I traveled to Scotland back and forth for a few years to work with him. And then also worked while I was traveling back and forth with Eileen Davies, who was my other teacher. And then while I didn't learn mediumship specifically from James Van Praagh, I did work with James Van Praagh as like a person, as a peer, I should say. And, he taught me some things as well, not necessarily for my mediumship, but more about just the business of mediumship. So I'd say kind of those are my influences. But um, so I would say basically Eileen Davies, Gordon Smith, and my first teacher, Barbara Miles, were my biggest influences. And I would say more mentored by Gordon Smith and Eileen Davies. And so that's mostly UK training is also the other thing to say. Amanda Soto says, cool, in mentorship with Gordon Smith. He is amazing. Yeah, he's pretty phenomenal. He's an amazing medium. He's very wise. That was like, we were really close friends for about, I want to say like 5 years, 6 years. No, like 7 years, I think. Let's see. Hey, new here. Love the candles in the background. Thanks. Oop. Those are so old. We got those for our mom many, many, many years ago, like in high school or maybe even middle school. I feel like I am confident in consistently making a link. There's one person that can never take the info I provide, but I don't usually have this issue with other people. Do you think I'm adding desire/tension because I want to give the person a reading that's understood and keep getting all no's? Yes, but it could also be the sitter. I mean, that's definitely a thing. It could be how you're describing the information. Have other people been able to read this sitter? Otherwise, yeah, if you just have a really strong attachment to getting the answer and doing it well, that could be creating enough tension to mess it up a little bit. Love Gordon Smith as well, reading some of his books too. Yeah, he's a great resource for information. I just lost my love of my life. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wizard. That's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is there an email to reach you personally? I can't find the question on here. I fit the question on here. It's too long. Yeah, mediummichaelmayo@gmail.com. I'm supposedly a projector and don't make my own energy. So is that maybe why sitting in the power does nothing for me? No, because I'm also a projector, and that's that. And I sit in the power just fine. Difficulty with sitting in the power just means that there's probably it's not literally you don't make your own energy. It's not like you don't make your own physical energy. That's not what that means. It means that we get inspired by others. So when we see a need or we see something that needs to be supported or helped, that's when we are moved and inspired by that. So I think it's more that in terms of we don't make our own energy, not we don't make our own energy, so therefore we don't have any to give. That's not true. Let's see. I'm unaware of what's causing it. I've been tested for all sleep disorders. Okay, yeah, just shoot me an email and we can figure out a time to have me work on you. But yeah, Lori, what's your struggles with sitting in the power? I do have a perfectionism issue, so I like to take responsibility for it, but I'm not sure how others do when reading for them. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's definitely playing a role for sure. I like your name. That was my late partner's name. Michael or Michael Mayo? I'm also a projector. Very cool, soul. I'm back. Just booked for Wednesday. Excited. Woohoo! Awesome. Yeah, as a reminder, everybody. Lori, you're not supposed to get messages when you're sitting in the power. When you're sitting in the power, you're supposed to have stillness and quiet, not messages. Tiredness is more likely connected to diet and exercise and lifestyle, unless there's something else going on, like hormones or something like that. I believe an angel visited me the week she died. It was surreal. Amazing. Oh, I wonder if that was her. Michael. Okay, yeah. Hello, KMD. Sometimes when sitting in the power, I get really intense feelings of shrinking and expanding. Good. That's what you want to feel. Like, it can be very disruptive because of how intense it gets. You have to just learn to notice, accept, and let it go. Notice, accept, let it go. I hear mediums talk about having a gatekeeper guide that brings them the info, thoughts. That is an old spiritualist view. So, especially in the United States, less so in the UK. But that's like an old spiritualist view that you had a gatekeeper that was the intermediary between you and the spirits. And I don't really personally find much value or help in having that awareness of them, or that there is someone, if there is some sort of intermediary sort of organizing things, it's not something I need to be aware of. So yeah, I don't find much value to that, Heather. Do you ever get told this? Do you ever get told that sitting in your presence is healing because my migraine is fading? Oh, that's good to hear, Angie. Yeah. Yeah, actually I have been told that. Do you feel buzzing, tingling the whole time during a reading? How do you know you are still attuned? Yeah, so you will likely feel some level of sensations with the spirit world. You'll notice that when that starts to fade, you usually are losing your link a little bit. So when you're not feeling tingling, buzzing, heaviness, thickness in the atmosphere to some degree, you're usually losing some of your link at that point. Angela, I'm the same as you. I'm pretty sure I'm a splenic projector as well. Mostly because that's the only one I know. And I think I only know that because that's mine. 4/6 Regal Authority. Okay. Wait, I think I'm also a 4/6. The Soul Journey, we're the same, you and me. I think I'm a 4/6. I can't remember, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I am. I'd have to go look. Ooh, Lordy. Oh, stretchy. That makes you awesome. Well, I mean, if I'm awesome, then you're awesome. Do you recommend only sitting in the power a lot before trying to make a link for yourself? Do you recommend only sitting in the power a lot before trying to make a link with yourself? I don't know that I recommend that you need to sit in the power to make a link, but sitting in the power is helpful to quiet your awareness. You only sit in the power you're not trying to make a link when you sit in the power, though. You're just becoming sensitive, still, relaxed, calm, and neutral. And if you notice something, you try to notice it, accept it, and relax and let it go. So it's not about making a link to the spirit world. Can you sit in the power first, and then at the end of that sitting, decide, okay, I'm going to see who's here for my loved ones? Yeah, you can offer that intention and then wait for them to step into your energy. Sitting in the power is, what exactly the power is? The power is two things. You have your own personal power, which is your own like energetic backpack that we carry with us. And then you have like, it's like your aura. You can think of it that way. That's your own personal power. And then when you're sitting in the, and then you have the power of spirit, which is a second type of power. When these two things come together, that's how we make a link to the spirit world. But also, we can open our energy and say, okay, spirit, I'm here for you. This is your time. Do whatever you need to do to my energy to develop my mediumship or psychic awareness. I'm just going to sit here and be still and quiet and do whatever you're doing, whether I'm aware of it or not. That is actually how we get into the power. So that's what the power is the energetic shift that precedes phenomena. So that's the power of spirit, the energetic shift that precedes phenomena, and then we have our own power, which is our energy that we open up. Should I practice sitting in the power a lot first before learning to make a link? I think it will only help you. Megan has a YouTube video explaining sitting in the power, why and what and how. Awesome. Good job, Megan. Good job. Boo. Okay. Have about a few minutes more. How long have I been doing mediumship? I've been developing my mediumship. In February, it'll be 19 years. So 18 years and 10 months. Sorry for being a bit confusing with my questions. No, you weren't at all, Elle. It's all good. Yeah, I started when I was 19. I had just turned 19, like the month before. This is my first year. Oh, welcome. So sweet. I love that. Dana Willie has a sitting in the power video too, really good. Aw, Dana, I didn't know that. I don't know if she's still here, but that's so cute. Love it. I don't think I've ever heard it. I'd love to hear it. I sat in a trance circle and the medium sat next to me with a salt lamp because she said I had low energy. I was so embarrassed I cried all the way home. Oh, I hope you communicate that to the medium. Maybe say that that's how that made you feel. And maybe they can explain to you kind of what they meant by that. Because maybe they meant something else, not specifically like, or I don't know how you took that. Like, what did that mean to you, Lori, when she said you had low energy? What did that make you upset? Like, what hurt you about that? And not that you shouldn't be. Absolutely, if something hurt you, it hurt you. I'm just curious, what is the reason? What was your experience of that? Secondhand Sarah, hello. Ow, 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 ow. I start Foundations 1 this January. I'm nervous and excited. That's awesome, Al. We're excited to have you. Definitely want you to have that. I found out that I'm a 1-3 investigator martyr, and I guess I progress through imperfections. Fitting. Yeah, it sounds right. I noticed whenever I point out things I don't get in read, then Spirit gives me that info in the next few reads. Interesting. Yeah, so maybe that's either your own awareness being open to that kind of information and/or that's your sorry, my brain's trying to catch up. I read another question and I got distracted. Your brain catching up, or the spirit's going like, oh, okay, you want this kind of information? Here you go. We'll give it to you. So that's probably what's going on. Secondhand Sarah says, I'm curious where to start with all this. So a couple of options. The first one I always say is I have a book called Spirit Speaks. You can get it on Amazon. That's a great place to start, especially finances are tight. It's a great place to start. Great foundational book. I think it's only $18, or $19 or something like that. And then if you're ready to like go into starting developing, if you feel like, sorry, I keep reading other questions at the same time and it's like totally messing with my ADHD. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. If you want to develop your mediumship and you're ready to kind of like take steps into it, the best place to start is Foundations 1, which starts in January. And it takes you from not knowing how to do any of this into learning how to make a link. So that is the most step-by-step progressive process that you can have. And I think that that would be a great place to start. So you go to oakbridgeinstitute.org, and it's under the courses, it's Foundations 1. That's where we would recommend. That starts in January. We only teach that class twice a year. What was the other question that I read? So Lori said, like I stuck out as having negative or didn't fit in with the others. So I would say that that's probably not what she meant, that you had negative energy or that you didn't fit in with the others. When we are sitting in a group, it can mean that it's an energetic soup. So some people are going to be maybe more energized, or maybe have a stronger power because they've sat a lot, or maybe, I mean, there's all kinds of reasons as to why someone would feel more intense or more palpable or more noticeable energy than others. And so I doubt that she was trying to single you out as if having negative energy or that you didn't fit in with the others. I would say it was maybe just an observation as to what's going to support the movement of the group. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it was negative. Now, I don't know what the salt lamp was about exactly, but yeah, I mean, everyone brings a different quality of energy. Not that it's necessarily bad or good. It's just everyone has a different energy, and it's about harmonizing energy. So I'm sure if you reached out to her and let her know how you felt and asked her to explain to you more of what she meant, that might help to make it feel a little bit better. Do I need to do anything to prepare for my reading on Wednesday? Nope. Just show up. Why isn't your book in the public libraries? I have no idea. I don't even know how books go into public libraries. What is the difference between Oakbridge Psychism and Mediumship Foundation courses? One focuses on mediumship specifically, the other one focuses on psychism specifically, but the very first section of those classes are very similar. So the first 6 weeks is probably quite similar. But in psychism, you don't learn anything about mediumship. In mediumship, you can learn about psychism to some degree, especially in the Foundations course itself. Is psychometry just done by opening your energy and using intention with the object, and then of course getting validation? Yeah, all you have to do is just hold the object and then just let your awareness be open to what you're picking up on. That's really it. Is it on audio as well? Great question, Angela. I'm actually recording right now the audiobook. I've been very bad about being consistently recording it, but yes, I'm recording the audiobook right now. Yeah, but I'm actually recording it, but I've been really bad about it, unfortunately. Secondhand there, I'm going to get this book and we'll look at this. Thank you. You're so welcome. Lolita says, what makes a successful medium in your opinion? Consistency, accuracy, kindness, willingness to be wrong, humility, openness, a sense of spiritual awareness and connectiveness. I'd say that's a pretty good place. Thanks for always answering our questions. Of course, Chelsea, that's what I'm here for. That is what that hour was there for. When I first read your book, I could feel spirit, feel me almost like when making a link shook. That's amazing, Heather. I appreciate that. Makes me happy that you could feel that sense of that. I mean, obviously the spirit was drawing near to you and wanting to be felt. You're welcome, Lolita. Okay, guys, I think I've reached the time. I'm going to have to go work out in 30 minutes, and I'm going to have like a tiny baby nap before I do that. So I'll be back on in a couple of hours, probably like 2.5 to 3 hours, and I will let you know. So yeah, I will see you then. if we don't get a positive reading or no one comes through, do we get a refund? So if that happens, if you don't get a reading where they're able to make a link for you, they'll probably suggest a reschedule or suggest that you do the reading with someone else, or you can choose to get a refund if you want to. But I would recommend, if it doesn't work with that medium on that day, do the reschedule with them if they suggest that. Because we're mediums. Some days we're going to be doing really amazing, and some days we're going to just feel off. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But yeah, for whatever reason it's not working out, and they want to reschedule, I would just try to reschedule and try it again. If not, then try to do it with a different medium of the group. And then but if you want a refund, we'll just refund you. It's not a big deal at all. So yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate your time. Thanks for being here. And I will see you next week. No, I'll see you in a couple of hours. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye.